Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I reveal which motorcycle I've picked to join the Helmet Head stable. Cue the intro. Just 1 second, just best mug in the world, need a bit of coffee. Oh, it tastes so good in a Helmet Head mug. Don't know how it does it, just like a million times better. Not proven guaranteed in any way. Oh, just great. Well, in this episode, I'm going to reveal what bike is about to join the Helmet Head stable. The bike I'm currently hunting for and looking forward to buy. I have picked one that I want to buy, so you're going to find out. But just before we do, I just want to explain that we are currently in a UK lockdown, and unfortunately, I can't talk about this while I'm out riding on some kind of crazy adventure, or I just can't get on the bike. So it's very bloggy at the minute, and it's just the way it is because we're in lockdown. If I could, I would literally be putting on my helmet now. I'll be heading out to jump over a rider or a fat woman, or be doing some kind of crazy challenge with the sidekick, or be talking about the next big adventure, if not on the adventure at this time. But it is what it is. So anyway, I just want to go and turn around and say, if you are basically new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it, and a thumbs up. And a quick recap for you, but I would suggest you go and watch the last video that talked about 5 motorcycles, my 5 thoughts and reviews, because one of those motorcycles is going to be picked for this channel. So if you are new, pretty much what's happened is that the channel had a Triumph Bonneville. It was absolutely awesome. It was a childhood dream of mine to own one, and I owned it, but I feel the channel needs to go in a new direction, so I decided to put it up for sale. That has been bought by another YouTuber, a really cool YouTuber that's going to do some really cool stuff with it, so please go and check that out as well. Anyway, so it's been lots of comments. It's been quite exciting really to see what people think and thoughts of what bike I should buy, and in the next lot of comments after you watch this, I'd really like to know the bike that I have picked. What do you think you'd put on it as an accessory? What would be your sort of #1 thing you'd want to put on that bike if you were going on a massive adventure? So the bike I've picked, now I want to go through the 5 motorcycles in general. I have picked one, but I want to go through those motorcycles that didn't make it, unfortunately, to be the next bike on the channel. Now I know some people are going to disagree, and some people are going to be outraged by me picking the bike that they haven't suggested. I apologise. I've picked this bike because I feel like it is the one for the channel. It's the one that ticks all the boxes that I want it to tick. So I want to start off with the Royal Enfield Himalayan. Now that has grown on me quite a lot looking at the reviews and the pictures, and the only reason why that bike is not going to be the next one on the channel is because of the motorway highway cruising. It's had quite a lot of people on there that have even sold their bikes because they find that they are struggling with it at this sort of motorway speeds, sort of for overtaking and that long kind of haul. Now as we're going to be taking this next bike on a massive adventure, I kind of want that top end power. I want to be able to sit there at 70 miles an hour and not feel like I am pushing that bike all the way to get there. So unfortunately the Himalayan didn't make it for that reason. It looks really cool. I would love to have a go on that bike. I really would. I'd love to take it off-roading. It looks absolutely epic. Unfortunately it didn't make it. The next one is the BMW, the G310 GS. Now again, that was an awesome looking bike, but the reviews just say it's boring. Unfortunately it says it's boring. It's not great off-road, it's just a bit of a boring bike. So unfortunately for that reason, it's like it's not on the list as well. I wanted to say I've got a BMW GS, check me out, but I can't do it. What's a shame. But I'm sure again I'll get to ride one in the future. And then I want to move on to the Suzuki V-STROM. Now that for me was sort of hitting that middleweight category, and I kind of wanted to go to that kind of lightweight adventure bike. And that was already kind of going, am I now crossing that line? And the seat height's a little bit higher than I would have liked it to have been. And again, it's, if I wanted to get a newish one, I can't afford it either. So for the seat height reason, I've kind of thought about it and thought, no, not really. And then there was another concern about, in my head, is if I am off in a foreign country and I am stuck down a trail and I fall off that bike, am I going to struggle to lift it? Will the doubt always be there? So I decided not to go with the V-STROM, and it's exactly the same reason for the next one. It's the Kawasaki Versys. It's a great bike, but it's exactly the same. It's hitting that medium sort of category of motorcycle, and I want to stick to that lightweight kind of motorcycle, one I feel more confident picking up, the right seat height for me. And the thing of it is, the reason why the bike I'm about to reveal won out of all of them, because it gets the overall best reviews. There is some downsides to it, I will go through that, and of course I will test all of them myself when we get the machine. So the bike that I've decided, the bike that this channel is going to get next, the bike that's probably going to go through a living hell of tests by me doing nutty things, is, are you ready for this? Drum roll please. It is the Honda CB500X. Now, let me tell you why the Honda CB500X is, the reviews for it are absolutely cracking. It's got a decent low seat height. It is a capable bike to sit there at 70 to 80 miles an hour on the motorway, and let's be honest, we can only do 70 in this country anyway. And its off-roading capability is light, but it says it is good at reasonable light off-roading. It is a well-built Honda engine. It has been put in so many motorcycles. It is known for its reliability. If I'm off around the world, the chances are there will be a Honda dealership somewhere or someone that can fix it. And because it's been in so many different bikes, that engine in their 500 range, hopefully I could get an engine if I needed to at a decent price. And for me, it looks like a jet ski bike. It just looks awesome. It looks like you can wick it open in the sea and you'll go zinging across the sea. Well, zing across a mountain, fly it. It's got a cool look to it. I actually quite like it. So that's a good positive point there. And then of course the other side of it is that everything about it says it's quite good. It's obviously, it's not massively lightweight in reality, but it's still a lightweight bike, and I sure reckon I could easily pick that up if I do get stuck somewhere and I need to pick it up off of that floor. I could pick it up in confidence, and it just ticks so many boxes. Like I said, great reviews, great engine, great MPG. Now the thing is, that bike as well is that I want everything with this bike. Now I'm looking at around that £3,000 price range. I want basically luggage on it already. Luggage can be nearly up to £1,000 for really cool luggage on that bike. I want to get one with luggage on. I want to get one with heated grips on. I want to ideally get one that's had the Rally Pro suspension updates or some suspension updates to it, because one of the downsides of that bike that I read is the reason why it says light off-roading. If you do anything sort of hardcore, it struggles a little bit. It's a little bit soft, a little bit dippy on the forks. So ideally I'll get one with some kind of suspension update so I can give it some more gnarliness. If not, these are all things I'm going to have to add to whatever I buy. Now saying that, as much as I would like to go out and buy a brand new one, obviously I can't afford to do so at this time. And at the moment, looking at the seat height, I'd rather have slightly the old ones, because they raised, because of a 19-inch wheel, they raised the bike up a little bit, and I want more lower. So I'm really looking at from sort of 2003 and really up to 2006 in my price range. And obviously I want to try and get as much bang for buck as possible. And I want it to come with everything. I really, really do. So I'm currently hunting like mad to find the perfect Honda CB500X. If I have to, obviously, negotiate, or I have to buy one without some of the stuff and I have to put them on, I have to. But hey, I'm doing my best to hunt for the right one. This bike is going to be put through so much. So I'm excited by that, and hopefully you guys are excited as well to see what we're going to do with the Honda. It'd be really cool in those comments, like I said, if you can think of something you wouldn't be without on that motorcycle, or an accessory you would have to put on that motorcycle. If you're going on that crazy around the world trip, that would be really, really cool. Now, like I said, I'm hunting for one. Hopefully coming up in a future video will be the purchase of one, and hopefully collecting one. In the current situation, I'd like the bike delivered, or at least a click and collect option for me to be able to get it. So hopefully all that will happen and be nice and smooth. I just can't wait to get on this bike and do some crazy nutty stuff and see what we can pull off. Imagine how many fat women that would be able to jump over. I should say, sorry, hippopotamuses. Imagine, you know, trying to take that for a river and sort of climbing over a mountain on it and jumping and all the nutty stuff that we're going to do. It's going to be absolutely cool. So I just want to turn around and say thank you to all the people. We've got a load of new subscribers to this channel again, so thank you so much for subscribing. But thank you, and I do appreciate those cool comments that you leave me, and I read every single one. Someone actually turned around and said, oh, that's just a bot that's replying to comments. I wish it was. I am commenting, I am replying to those comments, I am reading it, and I just want to say thank you so much. I also want to turn around and say thank you to my patrons. These are the guys that help support this channel. They're basically giving their hard-earned cash to help fund this channel, and their dedication to this channel is just absolutely brilliant. Their names are in the comments, and I do appreciate every single one of them. You guys absolutely rock. And then, of course, I just want to turn around and say a massive thank you to you guys right now for watching. Cheers, I appreciate it. If you made it this far, it means a lot again. Anyway, we sort of literally live by 3 simple rules, because they are the gospel of life. They are the most important thing, and of course they are: eat pie, ride motorcycles, be happy. I will see you hopefully in the next buying crazy adventure of that CB500X. Take care for now. Bye bye.